All right, team, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of this week's lesson. So the topic this week is agricultural changes in the Midwest. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into present mode, as again, I know a lot of you like to go through the lesson at the beginning in present mode just so you can see all of the information without any of the distractions along the side. Your goal this week is you can explain how farming has changed in the Midwest over time. And that is also your driving question. How has farming changed in the Midwest over time? This video will give you a preview of 200 years of farming machinery and evolution and give you some of that background knowledge so that you can answer that driving question and reach your learning target. So if I go to our next slide, here's my instructions this week. This is information that I need to know in order to be able to move forward. It talks about how life is like in the Midwest for farmers, which is something that many of us are very familiar with, being as we live in the Midwest. We can look at some images of the tools over time and how farming has changed. And again, remember, that is our learning target this week. So there are 4 different activity pages this week. One is for life in the 1800s. And what you'll see here is you get an image of a farm in the 1800s. And there is 3 different listening sections in each of your time bands. So farming in the Midwest, farm tools in 1800, and the family farm in 1800. If I go to my next page, I have farming in the Midwest in 1900, and so that's what this one audio file is going to be about. This audio file is going to talk to you about the farm tools, and this one is going to tell you about life on the family farm. And then, of course, since we're talking about over time, we move to today. Now, what you'll do is, after you have listened to each of these sections, then your activity this week, I'm going to have to exit my preview so I can go back into my lesson, my edit mode. So my activity is write 1 sentence in each thought bubble to tell about farm life in 1800. Well, in order to write in these bubbles, I'm going to need to insert a text box. So there's 2 ways I can do that. I can go to this little T up in the upper left-hand corner of edit mode, and that's a text box, and I can just click on that, and I can draw my text box right there. Then I can begin typing. So then I can type what I want this male farmer from the 1800s to be thinking. And I can insert with a text box for each of them. When I click this, I will have to draw the box out with my mouse or my cursor. The other way that you can insert a text box is you can go up to the Insert tool and say Insert Text Box. And then I can draw my text box again right there. And you will need to insert text boxes for each of these bands of time, the 1800s, the 1900s, and today. Remember, you can use the T for text box, or you can go Insert Text Box, and then that is where you will be able to add in what these farmers are thinking today based on the information that you get from these listening and reading activities. All right, then your last activity is you're going to put all of that information that you have learned together. So in each box below, insert 3 images of items that show what farming was like at each point in time. So in the 1800s, what was farming like? In the 1900s, what was farming like? And today, what is farming like? So here you're going to make a collage. How are you going to insert those images? Well, again, we're going to go up here to Insert, Image, and I'm just going to search the web. Now, I will have to know what terms I'm searching for. So if I wanted to search for steel plow, I could even search for steel plow John Deere. And I could see this image right here of a modern tractor pulling a plow. I could bring in this image and resize it using the blue cornered boxes, and that would be an image of what farming is like today. Well, I can also look here and I can see this steel plow or even this steel plow, and these might be plows that were used in either the 18 or the 1900s. So I could bring in this plow and add it to a different time frame here. Again, I can look through these images in order to be able to find the 3 images that I want to add for each of these time periods. I could use some of the words that I learned about what some of the homes were like in order to be able to better understand what life was like for these farmers as time has passed. Again, you're gonna need 3 images in each box. So 3 in the 1800s, 3 in the 1900s, and 3 for today. You will be using the insert tool, insert image, search from web, and then you up here in the right-hand corner, you type in what it is that you want to add. When you are done, if you are looking for an extension and you want to learn more about farming, these 2 videos right here, vertical farming and this one from National Geographic, they talk about what farming is going to be like in the future. And these 2 videos are excellent videos if you want to learn more about what farming was like in the past. This game right here, Top Crop, it is a way for you to learn more about what the future of farming is going to be like, and that is a game that you can go to and play. So again, you have 4 pages of activities today. You need to understand what each of these farmers would be thinking in the 1800s, in the 1900s, and today. You're going to use that knowledge to put 3 images in each box showing what farming would be like in each of these time periods, because your goal is that you can explain how farming has changed in the Midwest over time. Good luck, work hard. Those collages are going to be awesome. I'm really excited for you to share those with your teachers and your families. Bye, everybody.